All of you in crypto right now know Mt. Gox. Everybody knows of the Mt. Gox fiasco. The exchange went south a long time ago and has basically been in court and being sued and all sorts of things. And finally, so many people are starting to get their money back from the Mt. Gox fiasco. And so we're going to talk about some information I think is going to be relevant to the price action throughout the month of March and likely further on for the next couple months, most likely. Mt. Gox sets deadline for creditors ahead of estimated $3 billion in Bitcoin payout. $3 billion are basically going to be hitting exchanges unless some of these people decide to hold even longer. Maybe if they custody their own tokens now, they'll be more excited to hold it and wait for the next bull peak. But this is a note too that I don't hear anybody talking about, because it's kind of funny. If you look at Bitcoin on a 4-year cycle, right? The bear market, bull market, bear market, bull market, you get these diminishing returns every cycle after cycle. And I find it interesting because if you've got people like this that are going to be holding like $3 billion in current value of Bitcoin, how much value will it have at the peak of the next cycle? And if they all decide to start selling off then, that's a very, very good catalyst to basically making sure that Bitcoin's price never shoots too much higher than it did previously, which would ultimately, that could be why we only get to like $107,000 in the next peak. Still significantly higher than the previous cycle, but it's going to be less likely to get a big parabolic run to $250,000 in 2025, if you get what I'm saying. Creditors of the defunct crypto exchange Mt. Gox are receiving an extended deadline to comply with the requirements needed to receive a payout under the platform's bankruptcy rehabilitation plan. Mt. Gox rehabilitation trustee Nobukai Kobayashi announced that former customers of the exchange have until March 10th, so this is tomorrow, Japan time, to select their repayment method and register the payee information on the Mt. Gox online rehabilitation claim filing system. The deadline was previously set on January 10th. The announcement says that those that do not complete the process by the deadline will not receive the following: early lump sum repayment, repayment for a portion of cryptocurrency rehabilitation claims. Jesus, when did I turn into Elmer Fudd? Rehabilitation claims in cryptocurrency, repayment by bank remittance, or repayment by remittance through a fund transfer service provider. In its October announcement, the trustee said that those who fail to complete the selection and registration requirements on time will have to bring the needed documents to the Mt. Gox head office or another designated place and receive the payouts in Japanese yen. As of September 30th, Mt. Gox holds 141,686 Bitcoin, which will be distributed to creditors. Based on the current price of the leading cryptocurrency at $21,743, the asset is worth around $3 billion. And it's very likely that I would hazard to say that the majority of that Bitcoin is likely going to hit exchanges as soon as it's received by people, because that's just a lot of money. And these people have been waiting around since 2014, 2015. They're all wealthy. I don't care how many Bitcoin they had. They're all going to be life-changing wealthy at this point. I mean, at the very least, they're all getting a new car. So are they going to want to wait for that? Or are they going to maybe think, well, if I just waited another year or maybe two, I might be able to 3X what I've got in my hand. I don't know, but we'll find out. But yeah, there's a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of sell pressure on people, especially given all the FUD in the market. And the thing of it is that for any institutions or any big players or whales that are going to want to gobble this up at the lowest prices possible, you can rest assured that over the next couple months, as these distributions are happening, we're going to get a lot of greedy FUD from the traditional whales out there and the institutional players with their trading desks and everything, trying to suppress the price of of Bitcoin to make sure they can suck up all these Bitcoin from people who've been holding it since 2014, 2015. They want to basically say, hey, the price is going to go much lower. We can see 15,000 again. And then these people start dumping in a mad panic and think, okay, I'm just going to dump it now before it gets worse. It gets gobbled up, and then away we go into the next bull market. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Until next time, crow your coins. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.